everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jacqueline, and in today's video I will be reviewing the brand new Tan Bronze and Glow palette by Natasha Denona. But before we get started, and if you're new here, please consider to subscribe to my channel. And if you already have subscribed to my channel, don't forget to ring that little bell. It's the only way that YouTube will let you know whenever I upload new videos. Now, if you want to know more about this new Natasha Denona Tan, Bronze and Glow palette, just keep on watching. So the day that Natasha Denona released this Tan, Bronze and Glow palette, believe me, I was the first one at Sephora getting it right away. And unfortunately, I was supposed to do this video maybe like a day and a half ago, but I received my palette and I'm afraid to open it, but it came destroyed, like in little pieces. Oh my gosh, I don't want it to fall and make a bigger mess. It's already fallen. It's just so sad the way it came. But the good thing is Sephora has a really good customer service. So I called in and I told them, hey, you know what? I need my palette tomorrow. There's no way that I can wait any longer, and they expedited the shipping. So I'm very grateful for Sephora, and I'm very sorry that the palette arrived in that condition. So today my palette arrived. Here is the box that it comes in. It's beautiful bronzy box. Kind of like between a copper shade, very pretty. Now when you take it out of the box, this is the actual palette. So pretty. And when you open it up, you will find the 4 different shades. It also comes with a nice size mirror. Now this Tan and Bronze Glow palette is an extension of the Bloom Blush and Glow palette. So basically it seems like she's going to be coming out with more of these blush palettes, which I'm really happy about. This palette right here, I review it. I will link it in the cards. But I just want to show you in comparison, looking to the same size for both palettes. There's no difference in size. The only difference is that the 2 shades up here in the Bloom palette are cream products, while on the new Tan, Bronze and Glow palette, just this shade right here is a cream product. This shade right here is a powder product, but they are using the same type of lid on top to protect this cream product to get any powders. Now this Tan palette, just as the Bloom palette, costs $55, and it's available now at Sephora's website, Natasha Denona's website, as well as Beautylish. On Sephora's website it says that this is a meaty bronze and glow palette with shades of alluring bronze, creamy tan, and incandescent champagne. This product is also cruelty-free. Now I'm going to read you a little bit about each of these shades right here. The first one is the Glow Cream Base, which is this top shade right here. And again, this is the only cream base that there is in the palette. Glow Cream Base is a hydrating, luminous cream highlighter to give the skin the ultimate lift from within with radiant glow. Next is the Super Glow. And now this right here is actually a powder. Super Glow is a super soft highlighting powder that gives skin an intense ethereal glass-like glow. This lightweight formula contains high levels of crushed and milk chroma crystals mixed with crushed pearls. That sounds kind of like fancy. Crushed pearls, okay. Sounds expensive. Now the next one is the Glow Impact Powder, which is this shade right here. It's also another powder formula. Next shade is the Glow Impact Powder, which is this shade here on the corner. Glow Impact Powder is a multi-dimensional metallic highlighting powder with a soft focus HD finish and a velvety smooth texture. And the last shade in the palette is the Blush and Bronze Powder right here. Blush and Bronze Powder is a powder with a smooth, velvety texture that melts into the skin for seamless shaping, effortless blending, and maximum comfort. Now this palette is made in Italy, and it's also cruelty-free and paraben-free. After opening this palette, you will have about 18 months of lifetime. And in regards that weight, it has different weights, and obviously that's because of formulation. One of them is a cream product, the other ones are powders, but they all have different formulations. For the Glow Cream Base, it comes with 2.8 grams or 0.09 ounces of product. For the Super Glow, it comes with 3.5 grams or 0.12 ounces of product. For the Blush and Bronze Powder, it comes with 2.5 grams or 0.08 ounces of product. And now for the Glow Impact Powder, it comes with 3.2 grams of product or 0.11 ounces of product. And I want to give you some swatches right here. So on the top, we have Glow Cream Base. Second, we have Super Glow. Next, we have Glow Impact Powder. And then last, we have Blush and Bronze Powder. I'm honestly dying to just try these products on my face right now, so let's just dive in here. The only thing that I have on my face, it is foundation, and I actually use the foundation by Natasha Denona. The last one I reviewed too is Foundation X. Also, I have set only the right hand side of my face with my Chanel powder from Lavage, and then on the other side I haven't set it. And the way that I have set my foundation, it is just in the perimeters and wherever I'm going to be applying this product right here. So I'm just going to start with the application. I'm first going to go to the Blush and Bronze Powder, and it actually is very pigmented. I can tell right away. It picked up quite a bit my brush, so I'm just going to tap it in and just go carefully, because this has a lot of pigment. I think you can tell right there. It just gave me like, boom, lots of pigment. It's very easy to diffuse and to blend. Now, looking at right now, more than a bronze, just have a little bit more of a red shade. Just trying to diffuse it a little more, because on my skin it looks a little bit red, to be honest with you. Now I'm gonna go to this side of my face, and on this side I haven't used any setting powder, so I'm gonna apply it directly to the foundation, and let's see how it blends. Okay, it's blending really well actually. It's not grabbing into the foundation. It's not lifting up the foundation either. I'm taking it now to my nose. I'm kind of creating like a contour, but without being really a contour. Just adding some dimension and warmth to this area here of my nose. And with whatever is left, I'm just going over my nose. Okay, I can tell I have more product right here, and even though I'm trying to blend it in, I think it just at first it grabbed a lot of the pigmentation. This side seemed a little bit more blended, but it must have been because it just grabbed too much even though I tap it. But other than that, I mean, it's blending really well. Next, I'm going to grab a beauty blender and I'm going to go into the Glow Cream Base. This base right here is the only cream product once again. And I'm just going to tap it in. Now, you can use your fingers if you want to use this product. And I'm just going to start using it on the high points of my cheek. And I don't know if you can tell, it immediately gives me a glow, but it's a tan sun-kissed glow. And I'm applying it again just on the points where I want to illuminate my face. This is a beautiful cream product. It actually gives you that wet skin-like finish, and it blends seamlessly. It does have very small amounts of shimmer in it. It's not a lot, but I just wanted to mention it. So if you don't like shimmer particles, don't worry, because this is very subtle and they are so finely milled that you can barely see them. Next, I'm gonna go to the Super Glow shade with kind of like a flimsy type of brush, and this is a little bit dark in the pan, and the way that it feels kind of like that cream to powder formula, not like a gelée type of formula, almost like that, but it's cream to powder, because you press and you can see how the product just blends into kind of like a creamy type of product right there. Really pretty. Now this shade right here is a shade that may not work for a lot of people. Okay, now I'm gonna apply this shade right here. It's very pretty, and I'm applying it kind of like over top of the blush and bronze powder, just a little bit above, but not on the highlighted area. Now for what I was waiting for, I think this is going to be the star of the show. This is the Glow Impact Powder. It's this shade right here with imprint that says ND everywhere. It's just like so beautiful. And this is more of a powdery formula, but this is a new formula to Natasha Denona. So I'm going to go ahead and just use a highlighter brush, and I'm going to apply it over top of the Glow Cream base. Oh wow. Can you see that? This is a super glow. Now I'm honest with you, if you have texture, I do have a little bit of texture right here. I'm overcoming a breakout that I had a few days ago due to stress, and it's actually emphasizing it a little. So if you have texture, you may want to go light-handed with it, but you know me, I just want to glow, right? I'm gonna go with the blush and bronze powder right here, and I'm just gonna bronze a little bit my chin. I feel like my chin needs just a little bit more color, and my jawline. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use again the Glow Impact Powder right here, and I'm just gonna dab it a little here, in here, and that's that. So I honestly want to use the same palette for my eyes, so let's just go ahead and do it. I'm gonna go with the blush and bronze powder right here, and this is a Sonia G Brush Blender Pro, and again it picks up quite a bit of powder. I don't know if you can see it right there, but go light-handed because it's very powdery. It has not a bunch of kick up, but it's plenty. And just to let you know, my eyelids, I only have my concealer and then again the Chanel Levage setting powder. As you can tell, you can blend really well this powder, but definitely it has a lot of pigmentation. I'm going to go ahead and use the Glow Cream base for my lid, and I'm using a very minimal amount because I don't know if these will crease or not. It's a creamy base, but it's not too emollient, so I'm honestly thinking that it may not crease, and it has, like I said before, very small particles of what it seems glitter or shimmer, but it's very finely milled. Now I'm going to go ahead and go with a fluffy brush, and I'm going to use the Super Glow, and I'm just applying it free. Okay, I'm going to go now with a Glow Impact Powder right here, and I'm just going to use it with my finger. Just going to like tap it in the center. Now with a pencil brush, I'm going into the blush and bronze powder, and I'm just applying it on my lower lash line. I'm going to go to the same shade and just apply it a little bit more on my outer corners, and to deepen it up just a little. Now I'm gonna go with a very small brush to the Glow Impact Powder, and I'm just gonna place it as my inner corner highlight. Now to get the best impact of the Glow Impact Powder, I think you have to use the base. So I'm gonna place the base on my inner corner, and then I'm gonna go with the Glow Impact Powder. Oh yeah. And then it shows up a lot. Okay, my friends, so this is the final look with the Tan Bronze palette by Natasha Denona. So I want to give you some comparisons with other bronzers. Here's the Natasha Denona Tan and Bronze, Hoola, and then Island Teen by Fenty Beauty. So as you can tell, the Natasha Denona one has a lot more of a reddish undertone, and this is when Natasha Denona is able to say that this tan palette, although it's called Bronze and Glow palette, it's part of a blush line. And I just want to point that out to you that this palette will work completely different on different shades. This is a palette that the way that is marketed, and I said once again because the mini palette from Natasha Denona that just came out a few weeks ago, I also made a review about it. It was kind of confusing because it was also called Bronze, but it was marketed as blush. And that is the way that actually Natasha Denona is getting away for many people to purchase this type of palette. I will say that my look, I really love it. It's very natural. I look actually bronze and tan and sun-kissed. But these will vary a lot on different skin tones. And for example, if you go and watch Mel Thompson, she has a light skin tone, but she's not the fairest of them all. She's not a Snow White. And it looked really beautiful on her being a light skin tone, but she really used it a little more of a bronze blush. She really emphasized the blush area. So that being said, and for your information, I have a light to medium skin tone with golden undertones, and I get away with using neutral foundations. Neutral foundations usually work for me really fine. Now, another thing to consider for those who are watching is that I do have freckles, and the way that I match my foundations to my skin is usually I go one tone up or like a little bit darker to my skin tone, not to hide my freckles, but actually to camouflage them a little and kind of blend in a lot better in my foundation shade. So again, I'm a light to medium, golden undertones, and with, you know, a bunch of freckles everywhere. So this palette to me, it works to warm up my skin, to give me that bronze look, like right when you're like on vacation and out of the beach, that you have this sun-kissed look when you get like a sunburn, but you are not going to be able to get the typical bronze out of this palette. And that here I come suggesting you, if you have a different undertone than me. For example, Mel Thompson, she has like a light skin tone. She will be in that category, and I think she has already, or she will be putting up a video of this Tan Bronze and Glow palette. Also, another person that I will suggest to go and watch, if you are a little bit darker than me but not too dark, will be Tara Lynn. She has more of a medium tan skin tone, beautiful skin tone. Another person that I will suggest to watch is Alicia from Kinky Sweat. She is more of tan to deep skin tone, or like light tan skin tone. So that will give you an idea how she was able to warm up her skin and use this palette more as a blush rather than a actual bronzer. These will definitely not give you any results like the typical bronzer that we have seen before. As far as this cream base, it seems dark in the pan, but it's not too dark. It will give you like a golden glow, which again goes hand by hand with that bronze tan look, and that's why even the package, it is like such kind of mirrored as, you know, you're a bronze goddess type of thing. I don't think the actual cream base will look matte on any skin tone, because it gives you like glassy skin, so it's very beautiful, but you have to warm up your skin before using that base. Now the Super Glow, this right here is the only shade that I will be very cautious. I put it as you were able to see on the demonstration, I put it a little bit over top of that bronzy area and not right on the high points of my cheeks. And why? Because it is a little bit dark for my skin complexion. It will look good on me, but not as a highlight, because otherwise I will look like I have a shadow instead of like a highlight. So I think that combining these two products right here, this bronze shade and this Super Glow right here, it will give you kind of those bronzers that are a little bit more on the glowy side than a matte side. So that is what it works on my skin tone. I took it again a little bit on the bronzer side and a little bit up, but not right on the high points of my cheeks. And now this Glow Impact Powder, it's really beautiful. It's a champagne color that I think will be very suitable for many skin tones, and you just need to go a little bit light-handed and kind of try it from there, but I think it will work for many skin tones. This bronzer right here, it will definitely work like a blush for those who have deep skin tones. It will not work as a bronzer if you have deep to dark skin tones. It would just have to work as a blush. That will be my suggestion right there. So I wanted to show you something else too. I own this Tom Ford Glow Bronzer in 01 Gold Dust, and this is actually the 2019 Soleil Collection bronzer, and this is the shade right here. It has some golden undertones to it, and I wanted to show you in comparison to this Natasha Denona combination. So basically what I have done is I went ahead and combined the Super Glow powder with the Blush and Glow powder right here. So once again, these two right here, and then it gave me this shade over here. As you can tell, it gives you a beautiful bronze look. It's warm, and they are fairly comparable if actually mixing them in together one to the other. This one though have a little bit more of a red undertone, while the Soleil one has a little bit more of an orange undertone. Now, to be honest with you, I'm really impressed with this palette right here. I think it's completely worth it. I will highly suggest for you to take a look to other videos here on YouTube. I will link down below a few other creators that have done a review on the Tan, Bronze, and Glow palette, so that way you can compare it to your actual skin tone. I think that will give you a better idea of how it will work on your skin. This palette is definitely versatile, so you can use it in many different ways. For some people, it's gonna be used straight as a blush and a highlighter. For other people, it will be more like an all-over bronze. And I want to take also this opportunity to emphasize on this shade right here, Go Light-Handed, because it has a lot of kick up, not like a lot, but quite a bit, that it can be a little bit too much. Like I applied right here on my first, and it wasn't hard to blend, it was easy to blend, but just go light-handed with this shade right here. Other than that, I'm absolutely impressed with this palette. I love how it looked on my eyes. I was able to do an eye look, and seeing it up close, I don't have any creasing because I went ahead and used the Glow Cream base. That is what Natasha Denona suggested before going with any of the other two highlighters, to use your base so they can work and stick. And even though I use a cream on my eyelids, is just working wonderful on my eyelids. I just feel like it looks so pretty, so glowy. I look tan. I look like I just came out from vacation from Hawaii, or even better, from Bora Bora. I wish to be there right now, but I'm not. Okay, so real life. But I think the price is really good. I enjoy that she's doing these palettes right here, a little bit smaller, $55 per palette. It is high for other products, but I think for the quality innovation is really good. I hope she comes with other type of products, with other type of highlighters and blushes on this same version. And now this is not limited edition, so you're able to get your hands on pretty much anytime unless it's sold out. And now, my friends, this is a wrap. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I will really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. It helps me to rank my video. Also, it lets me know whether you like this type of videos or not. Leave your comments down below. What would you like to see next? If you're planning to grab this palette, if you already got it, if you like it. It will be also so helpful for our little community to know, like, for example, if you have got it, what skin tone you have. Is it working for you? How are you using it? More as a blush, more as a bronzer, combining both of them to give you this kind of golden glow. What are your thoughts about this palette? I think that will help all of us. Thank you once again for watching, and until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.